Uh, just made it to the hospital. Let's see if, do things. It was hospital. Let's get this going. You're right. The end is surely near. It really is surely near.
A lot of times when I open these, I find tufts of hair inside them. So when I open up the cyst, imagine tufts of hair coming out of that. So it's an abnormality of the hair follicles and the dermis in that area. By excising it, we minimize the risk of it coming back. So it doesn't mean that after we excise it, it won't come back, but less likely to come back. The problem with this surgery that we do is it's in a difficult location. So 50% of these incisions after surgery will fall apart and open, and the other 50% heal very well and stay closed. I tell my patients to take good care of it by not sitting on it, avoiding any pressure on it. When you go to lounge or lay down, lay on your belly, lay on your side. When you're in class, you're standing, not sitting. When you're at lunch, you're eating while you're standing. When you're at home, standing or lying down. Avoid sitting on it. There are going to be some times where you can't avoid it, like if you have to drive to work, you got to sit while you're driving to work. You can't stand while you're driving a car, right? So they're going to be times where it's unavoidable. But the better care you take of the incision after the surgery, the higher the chance of it closing what we call as primarily. If it opens, then we just take some gauze, we pack it, and let it close secondarily from the inside out. Okay. The secondary closure, or the closure by secondary intention, takes longer. That takes weeks to months to close. The primary closure, what we all prefer, takes weeks, maybe at the most a month, and by the end of 6 weeks, it's at its maximal strength.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the problem with that type of surgery.
So what would you do for Devin?
Well, I can do surgery if you guys like, but I want you guys to understand that there's that complication, there's that problem where the wound can open. Does that make sense?
So what am I going to do if I get admitted? Do I have to stand instead of...
If you get admitted?
Admitted like after surgery.
You don't get admitted after surgery. It's a same-day surgery.
There's the same day. Marissa's... See, what happened is his sister just had hers done. She just came home, and she was out in Duluth when it happened.
Oh, okay, so you got some experience.
Right. And her father has had it and had surgery.
Yeah.
So...
And all of theirs didn't have any problems, or did they have problems with the wound?
Well, my husband, he had to have it twice. They had to go in, they didn't get it all out, so they had to go a second time to get it all out. He had some complications.
Like wound opening up and really requiring packing and things like that?
He had to go in and keep having it packed up.
Yes. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
This is not fun for surgeons, not fun for patients.
Right.
Because those things happen very commonly.
Right.
Okay?
He was in the service when it happened.
That's what I'm trying to tell you about so that you're aware of it. That if it does happen, that's what you're going to expect.
Right.
And it's not a low probability, it's a high probability. 50-50 is what I tell patients.
Right.
50-50. Make sense, Devin?
Yeah.
So is this something you want? What's the alternative? The alternative is to do nothing.
And what happens doing nothing? Is it going to go away?
You get infections. It won't go away, no. You get infections. Sometimes you'll have to have them lanced. And then sometimes you'll have it drained, then it'll heal, then drain, then heal. That's the alternative.
So what's the best? To make sure it's done and you want to get...
The best is to have the surgeon have it excised, understanding and accepting those risks that, it can open up and you may have to have packing and you may have complications. Those complications, in the big picture of things, they're not deadly complications or complications that are going to cause you to have a rotten life. That's not, it's a nuisance. You got to go and get my butt packed, with gauze until it heals. It's just a nuisance.
Right.
Alright, so like after surgery, I just go home.
After surgery, you go home, you follow those instructions, make sure you don't sit on it, make sure you don't lay on it. Now, it's something that, can be rough to do when you're in high school and you don't want to miss school. Is there a time that you want to schedule it where, you got to, I guess winter break is coming up and maybe, summer when you don't have school, those are things to think about.
What do you do if you sit all day at home?
You stop sitting. You lay all day instead of sitting all day.
Okay.
So, right now, what if he decides he wants to wait How long will this take before it goes away? What do you have?
You know, there's no guarantees that it'll go away. It may just stay the way it is
Oh.
right now. Yeah.
So
I don't think it's infected right now.
right.
So I think it's gonna continue to drain, leak fluid, then all of a sudden it's gonna close and seal. And then it'll accumulate fluid again over time, and then it'll pop and burst again and leak fluid again. Just go through that cycle over and over again.
Until it gets surgery done.
Yes. Yep.
So do you want to wait and have it continue right now to drain, or do you want to get it done?
I don't know. Like, I don't know.
When's winter break?
Starts, today was the last day of school.
Today's the last day of school. And how long does it go into?
Until, I think it goes back the second or
Second
third
of
of
January?
January.
It's not too long. So I have to give you guys longer breaks than that.
No.
What about spring break? That's only a week though.
Yeah. And that's months away.
But a week may be enough time for you to get over the initial pain and starting to
When would he be able to go
back.
in?
To go into what, school?
No, and to get it taken care of. What's the soonest?
You know, I don't do my own schedule. My scheduler, she does it all. But you know, probably she could fit you in the next couple of weeks. I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Surgery? Right.
So you wanna do it as soon as he can, or do you
Yeah, I
wanna
guess.
wait?
Well, the sooner it's taken care of, the sooner I may have the possibility of not dealing with it.
Right, I know it's painful. That's what we're trying to do. Okay. So what can we do between now and then for the pain and the discomfort?
Well, for the pain, Tylenol, ibuprofen.
Okay.
The discomfort is always going to be there as long as the cyst is there. And I'm just trading one discomfort for the other.
There's no way to help like drain it.
I think it's draining on its own right
Draining
now.
on
I
its
don't
own.
I don't think draining it with an IND is necessary right
Okay.
now. Yeah. We could check with my scheduler and see if there's how soon she can get you in. If there's something that's sooner, we can give you a call and schedule it sooner. She can sometimes find little things in my schedule, and she'll come and talk to me and see if it's okay.
Okay.
If we can fit you
Now,
in
if
sooner.
this was your kid, would you have it done?
That's a good question. I think if it was my kid and he was having this much trouble, yes, I would. I mean, there's not really a lot
Right.
of options.
Because I'm going by, I think so too, because his father, he had like 20 of them before he even realized what they were. He just dealt with them, and I dealt with them till he realized it was something important when he was in the service, and they caught it.
Yeah.
Then he had to have 2 of them.
Yeah.
But like he said, and I heard, I don't know if this is true, the other one told us that it could be hereditary. I don't know.
That's possible. I don't know either.
So
One
then-
thing you should know too is after the surgery, you have to keep that area clean and free of any hair. Hair does grow there, so you'd have to have mom or dad with a clipper shave that area, about an area the size of the sheet of paper. Keep it all free of your hair. So every week you go into the clipper and you have to shave that area.
Oh.
Like I said,
Because
the
like
hair
the follicles.
Yes, yes. We don't want any of the hairs becoming ingrown going into the incision or anything.
Oh, okay.
Is that permanently having to keep that clean?
Yeah. Okay.
That's something you'll eventually be able to do yourself.
Should I go and put orders in and then you guys can
Please.
go see the scheduler?
Please.
We can just pop them in here.
So, like you heard, I'm definitely going to get surgery. I just talked to the surgery scheduler, and I'm having it on January 9th. So, I'm going to have to deal with all of this pain and stuff till that time. It's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun. See you guys when we get home. Probably gonna play more Walking Dead and stuff. See ya. Alright, I'm home now. All I have left to do is, wait till surgery. It's gonna be fun. Well, Let's see if I can play myself some video games. Oh, gee. Just signing back into my computer. Fun.